Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another official motorbike video on the World Wide Web. And today we are finally doing something that involves any form of motor or engine or just whatever you want to call it. Today we are doing an oil change on my 1973 Volkswagen Beetle. So I watched a couple YouTube videos 5 minutes before I'm doing this, so if it goes horribly wrong, don't blame me, blame the internet. I will link other videos I learned how to do this from in the description of this one. It's a little windy out here, it's a little cold. So this is no any means a tutorial or anything like that. We're just gonna attempt to do something to the car for once and just see how it goes. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So the items we will be using today, we're gonna have 2 quarts of oil there. We are going to also need a 10mm socket on a wrench. And the most important part, the oil filter kind of thing.
This looks like something that you use in the
sink, right?
No, not the sink, the bathtub for hair. Doesn't it?
Yeah, so pretty much the Volkswagens actually, they don't come with that oil filter thing. You know, right? The oil filter, and you screw it off like that and it gets all over your arm. So this is pretty much what catches all the residue and the dirt.
Oh.
Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah, interesting.
And what are we going to be catching this oil in?
A thing that you use to make turkey in.
That's right. We're going to be doing this the cheapest way possible. We have a big turkey. What is that called? A turkey... turkey container?
Turkey container. I have no idea what it's called.
We got a big turkey container. We're going to put all that oil in.
Say what it's called.
And we're gonna put all that residue, all the old oil away in a certified lactate milk canister.
I can smell it from here. You never clean this thing out. It's so nasty.
Well, I mean,
it smells like spoiled milk.
All the old oil is gonna go in there, so why am I gonna clean it?
That's so nasty.
It's okay. We have a Fanta bottle as well, so you can put that down now.
That's so gross.
You're gross.
No, that's you.
No, that's you.
No.
So I don't have a proper jack stand. Sorry to inform you. So we're gonna be using 2 of these the flat tire jacks until I get actual jack and a jack stand. We're gonna have to do this a little sketchily at the moment. We're not going too far underneath the vehicle, so you know it's not gonna be the biggest issue. We did choke off the front wheels, however, with a brick. Will that hold? I don't know, but we're gonna go for it. Isn't that right, sweetie? So I secured the car now. The bricks aren't really doing anything. They're just more there for comfort. But pretty much, the suspension travel on this is so high that the tires are still on the ground. But the car itself is like jacked up enough for me to get underneath. So it's gonna be hard to get a camera angle underneath. But I will show you what I'm going to be doing. So let me move our turkey thing out the way here. So pretty much, that right there is where the oil strainer is, that piece, and there's a bunch of bolts going around that piece that I have to undo, screw out, and then all the oil is going to fall off. I want to get the GoPro off the tripod, so maybe that might help. But I'm just going to be screwing all of these like clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever, you know, star pattern, and then the oil is going to strain out, and we're going to use this right there, the oil strainer and the rings and the gaskets too, reapply. So yeah, give me a moment to set it up and let's get working. And just a quick side note, I jacked the car up not by the pinch rail, but they have these little sub things in the back, probably something for the suspension, and I just put it right on that firm piece because it wasn't bending or anything. So yeah, that's how I basically jacked up the back of this car, like I said before. And they wonder why I never like to work on cars. So pretty much we have to loosen all of these little bolts in a nice star pattern. So let's see. And these boys weren't held in too tight. Let's see, I just have to crack them loose really. Now you don't, when you put these back on, you don't want to over tighten them. Just for the sole fact that you're gonna have to get studs for when you if you break a stud or something. So you want to be very gentle when you loosen these up. Oh, we got little drips. Little drips, little drips. I want to slip the oil pan underneath. There we go. It's coming loose nice and firm, smoothly here. Isn't that right, Gabriella? Nice and smooth? Slow and steady, right? So funny enough, this car only takes about 2.5 quarts of oil, so it's just cheaper if you do it yourself, to be honest. I know some shops would charge me 60 or 80 bucks to get this done.
As long as you don't mess it up.
Don't jinx me, sweetie. Don't jinx me up there. Huh? Don't hiss at me. So, I mean, if you want to do this on the cheap, you know, go to your local supermarket and get yourself a nice little turkey thing here. Oh, I'm getting all oily. Ew! So I definitely ran the engine for at least 3 to 5 minutes before, so the oils can come out nice and smooth without burning my hand off. Wait a second, that one was a bolt. Interesting stuff we're finding out on the Volkswagen. That one was... Keep that in mind, one of them was a bolt, and it went in... Huh. I'm not sure if it's supposed to... Yeah, this one's a bolt too. Ooh, some of these are bolts. Some of these are bolts, Gabby, and some of them are nuts. That's gonna get confusing. Alright, so we have 2 bolts so far. You're not supposed to have bolts. Okay. You know, now we have 3 bolts. Mind you, that one didn't break. That one was actually a nut, so. Ooh, look at all that goo, guys. Ew. I hope my turkey pan solution worked. Ew. So I guess all the studs are gonna stay in, which is gonna help me out. And all the bolts are gonna come out. I did drop a bolt in there, however. So that's gonna be fun to fish out. So let's see, I'm gonna cut the film for a little bit, just so I have all my ducks in a row, so I'll be right back. Let's see, so we're back at it, and we're just trying to pick this off of here. Oh, there we go. See? Not so bad. You ain't so bad. I'm just gonna let this splash down here, because honestly, I mean, you could clean these and reuse these, but they're so cheap. Like, why would you? This sucks. Massive behind. I'm all oily. The tools are getting messy. There we go. Ew. Nasty. Oh, there's old gasket and stuff everywhere. Oh, it's a paper filter too. Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna scrape all this off, and I'm gonna cut back to when I got everything off, so hang with me for a moment. So here it is. Bit oily, bit greasy. So the fun part now is if we come over here, we're gonna dunk all this residue in these 2 bottles, and if it doesn't fit in 2 bottles, we're screwed. So without further ado, I'm gonna come near you actually.
We don't have any more bottles?
No, we have one more. We have one more over here. And they wonder why they wondered why I never did work on my car before. You wonder why. Call me no knowledge motor Mike. Got knowledge for days. Look like a freaking caveman. Nice oil bath, start off the day right, you know. Essential soaps. Is that what you use? Essential soaps?
Essential soaps?
Yeah, is that what you use?
You mean essential oils?
Essential oils? Nice freaking old motor oil. You see, it cleans up alright. You just get a little soap. It's not as bad as you might think at first. Tip of advice, always clean your tools. Clean your tools, just like that. Just like that.
Dirty boy.
You don't want to work with oily tools. That's a no-go.
He's so dirty. Look at him.
You're going dirty.
You.
So usually you want to dispose of oil the correct way. This isn't really the most correct way to get rid of old oil, but you know, it's gonna be my way of doing it. I'll just put that there. Hey, but yeah, look, it got all the oil, nothing's overflowing. Definitely not for anything over freaking 2 quarts though, so. Oh, this is gonna take forever.
1 eternity later.
So pretty much now it's all inverse to what we just previously did. Draw in the gaskets, throw the oil strainer in, and then from there we're gonna just tighten it up, put a little oil in it, and we should be good to go. So we'll cut back to when we start putting oil in the car. Okay, so surprisingly that went a little better than I expected. Nothing's really leaking too much out of here. We're gonna see when we fire it up though. Might have to tighten it one or two more times. But I think that's just old oil residue on there. So we'll see though. So we're gonna put, they recommend for Volkswagens 2.5 quarts of oil, 10W30. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Usually you put 2 quarts and check it, but this thing leaks oil, so the more the better, I suppose. We're gonna get a little extra in there. There we go. Pop that nice and wide open. We're just gonna pour this in, and we'll fire it up once we have the right oil in there. So pretty much I put around 2.5 quarts of oil in the car. We're going to start it up now, check for any leaks and see if we did this right. So I'm gonna run over here. Hopefully it doesn't explode, okay? Like we did everything correct. So it looks like we did everything correct. I'm gonna go check the oil level one more time. And then yeah, that should be job done. What do you think about that, Gab? What do you think about that?
Very nice.
Thank you very much. Master mechanic.
Master mechanic. An actual master mechanic.
Got all the oil in there. 2.5 quarts in that ballpark. If I need more, I'll put more in later. Thank you guys so much for watching this motorbike video. We actually did something. I'm so accomplished of myself. Victory! Woo! 2023 is about to end. Make sure you get all your priorities straight. Make sure you end this year off with a bang, so 2024 can be even better for you. Motor Mike, signing off.